Hello, welcome again. We are solving Indian Forest Services Mechanical Engineering Paper 2 of year 2021. Question number 7a is a single cylinder, single acting compressor having bore and a stroke of 16 cm and 24 cm respectively runs at a speed of 120 rpm and the indicated mean effective pressure is 2.2 bar. The pressure limits of refrigeration system operating on ammonia are 9.74 bar and 2.47 bar, and the temperature of refrigerant at the entry to and exit from condenser are 40 degrees Celsius and 17 degrees Celsius respectively. The cooling water flow across the condenser is 15.45 kilogram per minute, and inlet and outlet temperature of cooling water are 16 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. The mass of ice produced per hour from water at 20 Celsius is 56 kg. Assume the latent heat of ice as 335 kJ per kg. Calculate the following: 1. Compressor power in kilowatt. 2. Mass flow rate of ammonia per minute. 3. Coefficient of performance. 4. Dryness fraction of ammonia entering the compressor. The relevant properties of ammonia are given in the table. So these are the properties given. Take Cp of water as 4.1868 kJ per kilogram per degree Kelvin. Draw Ts and pH diagram also. State the state of ammonia is wet vapor at the entry to the compressor as mentioned before. If the state of ammonia at the entry to the compressor is either dry, saturated or saturated, then comment what will happen to COP and why. So this is your Ts and pH diagram. So 1, 2 is your compressor, 2, 3 is your condenser, 3, 4 is throttling, and 4, 1 is your refrigerator. So heat is taken by cooling water, that is a condenser. So and its temperature rises from 16 degrees to 24 degrees Celsius, and mass flow rate of cooling water is 15.45 kilogram per minute or 15.45 by 60 kilogram per second, and Cp is your 4.1868, and temperature difference is 24 minus 60. So the heat taken by cooling water comes as 8.624 kilojoule per second, and here the temperature is given as 40 degrees Celsius, and here the temperature is given as 17 degrees Celsius. And Cp of water vapor Cp of vapor is refrigerant vapor is given as 2.87, and enthalpy of saturated vapor is 1482.53 at this pressure. This is 2.87, this is 1482.53, and saturation temperature is 22, and temperature at the exit of compressor is given as 40 degrees Celsius, or entry to the condenser is given as 40 degrees Celsius. So from this we can calculate specific enthalpy. So that comes out as 1482 plus 0.53 plus 2.87 into 40 minus 24. That is 1528.45 kilojoule per kilogram. Similarly, at point 3 the temperature is 17 degrees Celsius, and specific enthalpy of liquid is 4.61. So H3 comes out as 312. The specific enthalpy of liquid is 312.87. So it will be, so enthalpy at 3 will be 312.81 minus 4.61 into 24 minus 17. So that will be a 280.6 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay. So these are the data we need, and power of the compressor can be calculated by formula PMLAN by 60. PM is mean effective pressure, that is 2.2 in terms of 5 Newton per mm, Newton per meter square. L is 16 centimeter, length of stroke, that is 16 by 100. Area is pi by 4 d square, d is 20 by 100 meter, and is 120 rpm. So from this power of a compressor can be calculated, that is 318.82 watt or 3.18482 kilowatt. Okay, so now we have calculated heat taken by cooling water. Taken by cooling water is same as heat rejected by refrigerant. Heat rejected by refrigerant is mass of refrigerant H2 minus H3, m H2 minus H3 is equal to this 8.624 kilojoule per second. So mass of refrigerant comes out as 0.006911 because we have calculated H2 and H3. Okay, so that is answer to the second question. So now third is to calculate refrigerating effect. As heat is taken by water, sorry, heat is removed from water from ice. So heat removed from ice is, sorry, heat removed from water is your refrigerating effect. As 56 kilogram of ice is formed in 1 hour, so in 1 second it is 56 by 3600, and water is available at 20 degrees Celsius, so this is sensible heat and latent heat is given as 335, so that is latent heat removed, so that is the total heat removed, or we can say the refrigerating effect, so that is 6.5115 kilojoule per second, and it is removed by refrigerant. Mass of refrigerant is 0.006911, we have calculated, and refrigeration is taking place in this part. So refrigerating effect will be m H1 minus H4. H4 is equal to H3 because it is vector compression cycle. So from this, equating this refrigerating effect and this refrigerating effect, we can calculate enthalpy at 1, because H4 is your H3 is your 280.6, that we have calculated. So H1 comes out as 1222.80 kilojoule per kilogram. So now from the table we can find out this um, enthalpy of liquid, saturated liquid, enthalpy of saturated vapor, and assume dryness fraction, and at 1 we know the enthalpy, so it will be 135.82 plus 1445.2 minus 135.82 into x1. So x1 comes out as 0.83014. So that is your dryness fraction. Okay, and COP is refrigerating effect by compressor power. Compressor power we have calculated refrigerating effect is this one. So COP comes out as 2.044. So now theoretical question is what will happen if the refrigerant at the entry of the compressor is dry, saturated or saturated. So if it is dry and dry, saturated or saturated, then refrigerating effect will increase, but compressor work will also increase. So COP may decrease or increase depending upon how much refrigerating effect has been increased. So if refrigerating effect increases more as compared to compressor work, then it will increase, otherwise it will decrease.